Hello, good evening. Samyaranjan Sahu,
How?
you alone joining today.
Yes, sir.
So we can start now.
Sir, please wait another some time.
We'll wait for some time for others to join.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you gone through this chapter, this block on human genetics?
Sir. Yes, sir.
You have a biology.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then it is not any issue for you. These are all
Yes, sir.
fundamental genetics.
Sir, really speaking,
Yes.
I am a senior citizen.
Okay, sir. No issue.
Uh,
Okay, sir.
to know about anthropology, I
Okay.
have taken admission in IGNO. Really, I have completed three course under IGNO.
Okay.
One is psychology, and another is the MSW and
Okay.
rural development.
Okay.
So, for my knowledge sake, I have taken admission in anthropology. Basically, I am a science student having
Okay.
biology in my
Okay.
graduation level, and also I
Okay.
have completed a law.
Okay.
I am a,
So
I
you love
am
reading.
yeah,
You love reading and also want to know more and more discipline branches of knowledge.
yes, sir.
And exactly, if you study the history of anthropology, who are they actually? There is nothing called anthropology as a means prior to this exist means this discipline. You will not find anything called anthropology as a discipline. But these are the people who speaks about themselves. So they are travelers, explorers, missionaries, administrator. Uh, so as you actually at this stage you are enjoying learning, so you will find that these are the people actually at the different stages and phases of their life, and they come in different cultures, language. The origin of anthropology is that actually, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So if
The
you have a
history of
biology,
human evolution, the history of human evolution and taking some changes
yes.
during so many decades. There are social and physiological, physical also changes. How changes
Yes.
have taken place. This has been designed in anthropology or systematically how to know
But
this.
the important thing is that the catastrophe that in my last lecture I have talked about biological diversity, that you can otherwise you can say that actually scientific racism. Okay, scientific racial studies. The race studies actually brought many you can say misuse of this particular knowledge, and particularly the Nazi Holocaust. What is still going on actually, Jews they are still fighting for their rights, and the war is going on right now. Okay, the problem is
Yes,
that actually one way that things are changing very rapidly, our food habits, our dress pattern, our in order to keep our heritage, traditional knowledge alive, we have to understand the ethnography or ethnographic documentation of our rich heritage, and the various aspects of our material culture. On the other hand, that the evolutionary studies, when you speak, primarily it actually says something about our evolutionary journey. But what is the utility of those studies when you think about in contemporary population? Perhaps in 20th century, most of people think that why will study human evolution? What will it give to us? Man, whether it has come from monkeys or anything from or created by God, it has nothing to do with our, you can say, as far as application to welfare of mankind is concerned, it is nothing. But 21st century, we realize that actually it is having tremendous application. Okay,
yes, sir.
the last Nobel Prize actually in 2022 for physiology and medicine was given for this evolutionary studies, human evolutionary studies. And Pabo, who is actually working currently in Max Planck Institute of Evolutionary Anthropology, he actually decoded the Neanderthal DNA. And by decoding, we got many information about our evolutionary journey. Okay, so it is having tremendous application in modern medicine. You can say public health care, and delivery system, epidemiology. Okay, apart from many more things.
Yes,
So it's very interesting, Samya sir. Actually, at this stage, you are having a genuine interest on anthropology. You have already studied social work. Actually, somewhere you will find that it is overlapping with anthropology because when we were student in anthropology, you do not know about the social work, much about social work, but we have one aspect that is action anthropology and applied anthropology, where you can able to the way in social work people are working are the various for various aspects of societal you can say uh, for the broader aspect of society. So action anthropology and applied anthropology, you can read these two branches, you'll find some insight into this also that will have some overlapping with the social work. Okay.
yes.
So
Sir,
this
also I have worked in the field of tribal population
yes.
more than 20 years. I have
Okay.
also worked in Malkanagiri where Bonda peoples are there, and
Sir.
also in Sambalpur district and in major time in Mayurbhanj district in Mayurbhanj all the blocks. So actually,
Sir.
I was working as a BDO in Mayurbhanj
Okay.
district, Koraput undivided Koraput Malkanagiri district. I have
Okay.
gone through the civilization of tribal civilizations, tribal population ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କେମିତି ତାଙ୍କର ଇଏ ସବୁ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ଚାଞ୍ଜ ସବୁ ହଉଛି ସେତେବେଳେ 80
Mhm.
ମସିହା ବେଳକୁ ମୁଁ ଥିଲାବେଳେ ଯାହା ଥିଲା now days
Mhm.
the tribal civilization is rapidly changed to
It
they
is
have
complete
come to
transformed, sir. It is complete transformed.
huh
Things are
they have,
in the last decades. You will see there is a complete transformation of their way of living. Okay, and uh, we are also tribes. In that sense, you will see if you want to conceptually, you will explore it. We are also a tribe, but we are not scheduled tribes. Okay,
yes
so if you go for global perspective, that is indigenous communities, but that is again a different concept. So what is the layman perspective? What is the means difficulties that one is a tribe, another is scheduled tribe, another is indigeneity or indigenous communities. But these three concepts are quite different. Okay,
yes
so it is, it is again you can say that politically defined, or you can say um, sometimes you will find that same community you will astonished to know that actually there are people who are from even caste group, they are getting enjoying the status of tribe. They are very typical. Means if you go exploring the entire country, scheduled tribe status, it should not be confused with the tribe. Okay,
yes
many recently there is an amendment and two more communities were incorporated. Today also you will see that actually Sahara and Savara, they are the conceptually the debate is still going on. So I do agree with you that actually the transformation is very fast in recent years. They are losing their language. They lost their traditional you can food habits and everything. But in spite of that, there is a hope that in new education policy, perhaps it will give a new light about to restore to as far as the restoration of their dialect or language is concerned. Hope that actually that all Chik has got its momentum. Similarly, many more yet to come actually as far as the restoration of this. Because once language will lost, the culture will be lost. Ultimately, automatically it will gradually vanish.
yes
So that's why actually we have actually relationship with the Austroasiatic linguistic group, then our evolutionary past. You will see that actually Austroasiatic linguistic groups, as you have said that you worked in Malkangiri, in Bonda Hills, then you will find that these Austroasiatic linguistic groups are actually distributed till uh, in the central and till eastern part of India, some part of Madhya Pradesh and Odisha, not beyond that. So they actually continue. You will find there are two perhaps waves of migration from Northeast or Southeast Asia to this part, and from or here, these people might have migrated to Southeast Asia. There are two possibilities are there today in the modern molecular anthropological understanding. So people are working on that actually. There is a possible two ways of migration. Okay,
Yes, sir. But actually, it is a very interesting, so to say, interesting subject.
it is
Anthropology,
interesting.
interesting.
For it is for administration. It is just a best tool. That's why most of the administrators were actually it is a product of a colonial masters. Okay, anthropology while trainings are mandatory for civil servants in during colonial period, even it continue after also sometimes, but no more they are using this anthropology term. What is more important that the tools, methods, and techniques developed in anthropologists are appropriated by administrators and other disciplines. But as a discipline, anthropology is somehow it is not in that healthy state. Okay, people took it in a different perspective. They understood or they learned it from their own. In Odisha, its picture is different, but if you move to Delhi, it will be different. Okay, if you come to West Bengal, things are different. Okay, so there is a variation the way we practice anthropology, academic anthropology in India, and also it varies across the country. Southern, it is different. Okay, you will but find the same thing in when you compare with the US and the British tradition.
Sir, even if the traditions vary in Odisha, in district wise, district to district, it is different.
That is the
So,
beauty of human beings, sir. Actually, that
hmm,
makes us to survive in all adverse conditions. We are biologically means polytype or polymorphic as well as culturally we are very unique. Okay, same social institution is differ from family to family, means community to community, region to region. So, every, for example, in your household, the way you rear and care a child is not same when you compare with some other families. There are some
yes,
minor changes are there, but at a macro level also you will find at a community level, at a lineage level, things are also not same. In general, you can say that this is the practice that Indians are doing arranged form of marriage. But a arranged form of marriage, you will find that the way the dowry, bride price, community feast, gift exchange, and there are many joking relationships are prevailed. That is not same. That is a, you will find it will have a very unique distinction from region to region to place.
yes,
So change is the law. So we have to accept the change and we have to find out the trajectory of change. In which direction this is the biggest challenge for social scientists that we have to find out the trajectory of change. And the most important question that anthropologists want to answer is that why we behave the way we behave. Because you try to understand that with respect to many practices, many behavioral things at the community level, it is very different actually, very different. The kinship, for example, the role of a surname. Okay, whether you keep surname or not. If you keep surname, for what purpose? And but most of the people prefer to keep their surname. Okay, surname will define you many things actually. So similarly, many aspects of our you can say way of living that needs to be addressed. So why we behave the way we behave? Okay, it is not only unique to this part of the world, but it is very unique to human as a species.
yes.
Roshan Sharma, only
Only
Roshan,
two.
yes, Roshan Sharma, are you there, sir? With respect to this particular blog on human genetics, do you have anything to means you to know or to if you have any questions you can ask me because this particular branch is actually focused on the methods of human genetics, population genetics, and chromosomal aberration in man, and particularly consider about how the mode of transmission of character happen in human, and autosomal. recessive dominant and X-linked and Y-linked. That X-linked recessive dominant. Okay.
Sir, we had to read this chapter in our by that time it was ISC level and
Yes.
BSc level. Mane,
Yes.
it is clearly understood that this chapter is clearly understood. We have gone through very during our education, we are graduation level. Now you told this thing nowadays, and again we will go through the books available with us. We can easily accessible. This topic is this chapter. It is well
Yes.
understood. Genetics. A change of ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଇଏ gene, chromosome ଇତ୍ୟାଦି. The
Yes.
composition of gene, chromosome, ribosome, DNA, RNA ଇତ୍ୟାଦି also things are known. How the
Yes.
molecular is changed day by day and new diseases are being formed due to the changes of gene character.
Yes. Sir, what you will see that actually the DNA and RNA were discovered in 1953, but we do not have the knowledge about how many chromosomes are there till 1956, and that is the story of human genetics. Human genetics was
Yes.
not at all a favorite, you can say, area for inquiry or study among the biologists. Only they focused more on plant and animal genetics. But because of this new invention, discoveries, and a new technology with information communication technology, many things that happened, it made our understanding much easier, because you cannot do experiment on humans. You can have an experiment on plants and animals. Whatever the reaction will come, that you can tolerate and you can manage it. But humans are very sensitive animals. But what is now happening today, actually in 21st century, that you might have seen or heard many movies in 21st century, actually started particularly beginning of the 2003, 4, 5, 6. Actually you find Pa is a movie that is a based on that played by Amitabh Bachchan, is a genetic disorder. Tare Zamin Par or ऐसा, that is based on autism, and there are movies based on surrogacy, both in Odia and in English, I mean, Hindi movies. So you will find that the technology, assisted reproductive technology, is now uh, changing and revolutionizing our understanding about human biology, and that's why human genetics is emerging as an independent discipline itself. It is no more confined to anthropology. Anthropology has its own anthropological genetics, molecular anthropology, and anthropology departments in Andhra University that has been segregated into human genetics. In various research institutes, human genetics is complete separated from anthropology, because the type of technology, type of requirements that it demands is quite different now. Okay, so
Sir.
in medical science also, genetic counseling, chromosomal aberrations or early detection of the embryonic development inside mother's womb. These are some of the areas where actually um, it needs an anthropological background, because if we are reducing our means family to two child, one child, and live in relationship, what will happen next? Can it be reversible? If at the time of need, can human produce more babies? That is another big question that is encountered in China, in Germany, in various developed Scandinavian countries are suffering a lot. They are having under negative population growth. Once there is a behavioral change, it is very difficult to revert it again to the mainstreaming it. Okay.
Sir.
China has recently asked for the citizens to go for three child. China had a very rigorously and
Sir, kindly will you please give your contact number for any further reference? I can contact you.
hello.
Sir.
Yes, sir. So this assisted reproductive technology, what concept we are now encountering today in modern journey is that biobanking. So we can keep our reproductive cell in a bank. and
sir.
biocapital. So we can have money. So you have many instances even in Bhubaneswar. There are issues relating to kidney, issues relating to blood. Uh, the people are selling it. Okay. So what you have to see that actually uh, biobanking, biocapital, bio networking. We are approaching a doctor, and doctor is taking the blood, and we are expecting that he is diagnosed a disease, but ultimately he is doing some other research, that is beyond our knowledge actually. We are honestly sitting before a physician, and he is collecting bloods and conducting various tests, but that test is not meant for the disease that I am actually came and approached him. He utilizes for some other purpose, and the doctor is prescribing medicine, and we are taking those medicines with good faith and thought that, and doctor is actually experimenting. He is having a means negotiation with the pharmaceutical industry, and that is known as pharmacocacy. So there is a professor in Chicago University, Kaustiga Rangarajan, and he is primarily working on this field. Ethical, legal, and social issues. Every day you will find that there are issues. Even though we are having PCPNDT Act, there are issues to ultrasonography. So the human genetics, when you are speaking, it is actually biologists were thought that actually it will be more laboratory oriented. It will have a tremendous scope as far as prevention, cure, and management of disease. But unfortunately, it is derailed actually. So it creates many various type of ethical issues actually. It has given moral dilemmas actually, whether I will go for a test tube baby or not, whether Asia and African countries are known for is rented womb, that is surrogacy. So similarly, stem cell therapy, genome transplantation, so many things are now actually happening, and genetic counseling. Delayed age marriage is also another leading cause. High instances of infertility in our society is another big concern. We are now having specialized clinics relating to fertility and also infertility. So, the modern human genetics is quite different. Actually, scientists were thought actually something else in 1990, but the output of that big project on human genome has yielded something different. This the it is very important to know about what are the applied aspects of this human genetics. Sir, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
J. Mahapatra.
Yes, sir.
Yes. In this particular block, which is devoted for human genetics, it's a um, basically deals with human genetics and methods of studying human genetics, population genetics, chromosomal aberration in man. Do you have any issues related as far as understanding the basic concept?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah, this class that has been given to me is 2 hours actually. Okay. So let me give you some bird eye view on this particular topic actually. Genetics, all of you know that actually it is nothing but it deals with study about the heredity and variation. And when you study the mode of inheritance and variation with respect to human beings, there is human genetics. And when you are speaking about human genetics, it studies both mental, physical, normal, abnormal, all forms of traits. So it is a big umbrella under which you will find medical genetics, which deals with the clinical aspects of inherited disorders, Anthropological genetics, which still which speaks about the mode of means how it is evolved, evolution of various traits. Um, so many more branches are there. Okay. Similarly, when you speak about uh, just a minute, wait, I am some call.